Hey there, I'm Matt Nemetz with Focal Fuse, where the goal is to help you be seen, heard, and understood with captivating visuals. This is the video series where I learn, apply, and teach branding, design, and video with you. With that being said, let's get into it. So in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about overcoming doubt, anxiety, and imposter syndrome. As a designer, and especially as a creative overall, I feel like you can't be a designer or a creative without feeling imposter syndrome or anxiety or doubt about your work at some point. When I first started, and I take a look back at some of the first designs that I ever did when I was just getting my feet wet in Photoshop and learning the design programs, they were absolutely horrible. But at the time, I was just having fun, and I was just doing something creative to learn a new skill, and it was something that I stuck with. And over time, you learn that you will develop. One thing that I think is crucial for all creatives and designers more specifically is to stop comparing your work to other people. Okay, everybody's different and everybody's at a different point in their career. Everybody has a different upbringing, skill set, background. Everyone has had different experiences that have happened to them that have allowed them to be in the situation that they're in now. So don't focus on what other people are doing. Focus on bettering yourself, focusing on getting better at your skills and putting in the time and giving it the effort that you need to in order to see the results that you want. The next tip that you can do is use doubt as motivation. So when you doubt yourself and when you think that your work isn't either quality enough or it isn't communicating your message clear enough, use that as motivation to push further and learn more. Now, this might take a little bit of time in conditioning your mind. Everybody looks at what the other person's doing or what the newest trends are in the industry, and everybody wants to duplicate them and recreate them. And it's important to stop comparing what you're doing with what other people are doing and just focusing on what works for you and what gets you the best results. Everybody is at a different point in their career and their experiences, and everybody has learned different things to get them to where they are now. So if you dwell on where you are and compare your work, it's just going to be a nightmare. Tip number 3 for overcoming this doubt is you just have to be patient with yourself, and you got to give yourself a break. They say that it takes up to 10,000 hours to completely master a skill, and yet I'm not even sold on this concept. I've been designing for over 8 years, and I still look at myself as a lifelong student to everything, and I feel like until I die, I'm going to keep on learning because the way that this industry works, things are constantly moving and changing, and you need to be able to adapt and learn. So you can put in the time and you can put in those hours to get to a point where you're comfortable, but you never can fully know everything. You can never fully master it. So don't look at that as any deal breaker for you. Just be patient, and you got to understand that things take time. Greatness takes time. And nobody's going to be able to learn every skill that it takes to be successful about design overnight. These things take years to develop. So from my personal perspective, I'm not sure if you guys feel the same. If you do, leave a comment below and let me know your perspective. But when I graduated from university, I thought that I knew everything. I was like, oh, I just got out of school. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get clients. I'm ready to take on some exciting new work and projects. But you still have so much to learn. You have so much life experience to develop, and you have so many mistakes that you need to make in order to fully get to a place where you're comfortable and you feel like you can grow and keep on getting past these little obstacles and start solving bigger problems, essentially. It's important to understand that on the opposite side of that anxiety and fear and self-doubt that you might have with your work is learning, is self-awareness, and is asking the right questions. It's understanding that you need to be honest with yourself to evaluate where you are and know that you can control the self-talk inside your head to get you into a place where you can feel comfortable with your work and not have to doubt or feel any anxiety or imposter syndrome about what you're doing. The fourth thing to take into consideration when trying to overcome this doubt and fear with your work is that what you feel isn't always the truth. Your opinion and your perspective on where you might be in your current situation isn't always the truth, and not everybody is going to think the same way that you think. So while you might be thinking, I'm not good enough, my work isn't quality enough, I'm not solving the big enough problems yet that I would like to be, other people might be looking at your work and have a totally different opinion and perspective on it. So it's important to stop the negative talk, to stop feeling doubtful about your work, and to really just focus on learning more and getting better, because other people might have their eye on what you're doing and they might think that you're way further ahead than them. And honestly, if you're able to help and teach other people, that ultimately makes you a better teacher, and it makes you able to apply what you're doing a lot easier. The fifth thing that you can do to help you overcome this doubt and anxiety that you might be feeling with your work is to talk to other creatives, talk to other designers, talk to people in your field and opposing fields, because every designer or creative feels the same about their work at some point or another. We've all been there and done that. So it's important that we get feedback off of other people and understand that they were in the same place too. We're all humans. So don't dwell on where you are now. Understand that until you are in the dirt, it is a lifelong process of growing and developing and refining these skills in order to get to do the work that you are proud of and that you are excited to show people. It takes time. So find other people that you can create with and have engaging conversations with, and figure out, pick their brain, and see what maybe they did that worked for them that could also work for you. So the truth is that every creative and every designer tends to feel this doubt and anxiety at some point in their life or in their career, and that's perfectly okay. Just like our work and our designs, it's a work in progress, and we are a work in progress, and it's important not to seek validation from other people, but to seek exploration in what you do. So figure out what it is that you love, really learn it, really study it, put in the time, find other people to bounce ideas off of, and just take in all that you can and just be patient, because in time you will get to where you want to go. It might take a little more work, a little more effort, but that's what makes this all worth it. So with that being said, be on the lookout for more videos coming soon. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. And if you think someone needs to see this, go ahead and share it with them. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.